Ashton.
Andy,
Oh boy.
it's time to head to the dining room, isn't it?
It is. Ladies and gentlemen, you've all been waiting for it. The Lol-Cow Kino Casino cooking competition. My God, are you guys ready to place your bets to choose the actual sous chef of 3 courses in our casino? And remember,
Well, let's not cut them short. They're going to be the head chef of that buffet. The sous chef, if we hit the goal, will be decided on the rake back on Tuesday. If we hit the goal, the losing chefs will be re-entered to attempt to win the sous chef position. Plus, user submissions also. If you feel like a particular chef was snubbed or should have been in the contest, the rake back's your chance to get it back for them. With donos, you too can submit a chef. So, we have a brunch buffet. A brunch buffet coming up, folks. It's exciting.
However,
we have a stellar, yes.
We are in the wrong room. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to welcome you to the new room. Here it is, folks. The dining room. Whoa, look how beautiful it is. It has a fireplace in the middle. It was built last week with the donos we received and through the rake back as well. So we hope you like it. We hope you find it comfy. The music's a bit different. And this is where we will be hosting the competition. Ashton, let's start the competition, shall we? Without further ado.
Well, let's head to the felted table to introduce our first chef. And, you know, when it comes to brunch, I like to think of maybe, you know, a breakfast sandwich, something with bacon and egg and maybe some melted cheese. And that's what our first chef is going to bring to the table, Brother Andy. Our first chef, Iron Chef Connecticut, Dark Side Phil, will be joining us
there
at the felted table. Iron Chef DSP from Connecticut.
Oh.
Get excited, folks.
Now,
Get
DSP
excited.
is definitely a favorite. People love watching him cook. We watched on the rake back him making a cup of noodles. He failed miserably, but that was a bought item. He will be making us a bacon, egg, cheese sandwich. Woo! Are you ready, Ashton?
I'm ready. Let's get this pulled up. I'm really excited to see which our chef here, Phil, has got prepared for us here today. It looks like he's got some incredible equipment here, Brother Andy. It looks like he has a standard stove that you would find in any sort of apartment there. It looks like he's got a pan prepared, a spatula. He's got it all prepared, Andy. He's really gunning for this head chef position of the brunch buffet.
And if you notice, though,
he might take it home.
If you notice, though, he's also snuck in some other appliances that he won't be using, but just has it in the shot just to impress us, to be like, oh, look, I can do more. This is just one thing. He has a kettle there, which, by the way, he has a kettle. He bought a kettle after the noodles. Whoa, he listened to us. Holy.
He listened to us.
And he has a standard toaster there.
Oh, you want to turn that music down?
Yes.
Just a hair. Apparently it's a little loud.
All right.
The guests are losing their mind.
Okay, here. I'll just turn it off for when the video plays. How about that? All right. It's very hard to. Anyway. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna be watching DSP. I'm sure you're all hyped. I am. I'll be pouring a glass of wine here. If we're failing on donos, this might end up being another blackout Warski. People were very angry last week about it, and you know what they could do? They could suck my balls. All right, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's see what DSP cooks. And this is an 18-minute video, so we'll probably have to sift through it.
We're going to skip a little bit through it, folks, unless we start getting some big-time donos for DSP. If you want to see more of the DSP video and not have a skip, you're going to have to send in some donos, folks. Show your support for the Iron Chef out of Connecticut. Dark Side Phil. Let's see what he's got for us, Andy. Let's play it.
DSP, and this is an unprecedented moment. I'm actually doing something that some people have asked for, probably just joking around, but I find myself doing it. It is the morning of the release of the Mass Effect 2 DLC, The Shadow Broker, as well as the new game Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions. I am in turbo mode because if you can see over there on my TV, the DLC for Mass Effect 2 is downloading. It just became available at 7 a.m. On the East Coast of the United States. I'm downloading it.
Interesting strategy from Chef Phil here. He's regaling us with tales of gaming. It's a bold strategy. I'm not sure how it relates to him achieving the executive chef position here at the Kino Casino. But perhaps he knows that a lot of members of the Kino Casino audience are into gaming, and that it might make him more relatable to the guests and secure their votes. So this is a bold strategy from Phil. Let's see where it goes.
Yep. Alrighty.
I am starving. I was up all night playing a couple other games, and I am starving. So I got everything going here. What am I going to do? I'm going to whip up a couple of express mode bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches, which include 6 pieces of white bread, bacon, obviously. This is hardwood smoked bacon. Eggs. These are jumbo size white eggs. 2 frying pans.
Apparently,
I have
our background music or whatever maybe boost our voices
Oh,
a bit, Andy.
sorry. That's what it was, guys. I'm sorry. There was a separate media source that was playing in the background. I apologize. It's off now, which means I could turn this one back on. I thought they were talking about this music. There was the media on the background. Yeah. Sorry, guys. Excuse me.
The folks at home have been missing out on our expert game day commentary here on Phil's cooking. Again, as I was saying earlier, Phil is trying to ingratiate himself with the video game playing members of the audience by going on an irrelevant tirade about Mass Effect. But now he's about to get down to cooking. So let's see what he's got for us.
Again, the new locations of the casino are still being built, and there are some technical issues within them. So please bear with us. Sorry about that. Let's continue.
Them both on the stove right now at just above medium strength temperature.
Medium
you
strength
must put
temperature.
on your...
Oh, and by the way, he has smoked bacon. Oh, sorry. Wood smoked bacon and large white eggs. That's his ingredients.
I do enjoy the highly technical terminology by Mr. Phil, by Chef Phil. Medium strength temperature. Not going by degrees, but by just letting us know it's medium strength temperature. Good work by Phil here in the kitchen, enlightening us to his techniques.
Beautiful.
Let's keep playing it.
Beautiful.
Fan on the top of your stove whenever you're frying anything. Don't turn that off, because I learned the hard way. As soon as I moved in here, all the alarms went off, all the fire alarms.
And this is an interesting approach there, Ashton. He's giving actual safety advice through his cooking. So we can learn how to be better chefs ourselves, which I gotta throw a few points his way for that one.
Yeah, and he's showing us humility. He's saying even a great chef, even Iron Chef of Connecticut, Phil, makes mistakes in the kitchen. And, you know, he's ingratiating himself more to the audience through his humility. Classic Chef Phil. Classic Chef Phil.
Love it.
Wasn't too pretty.
You love to see it. You love to see it.
So, what am I going to do? We're talking 1 jumbo egg, a couple slices of bacon per sandwich, obviously 2 pieces of bread, and, you know, American cheese, which I've also prepared. First thing you want to do is butter your pans.
American cheese. Only the highest quality processed ingredients in the Kino Casino kitchen. Let's continue.
Yes.
Down. I don't have time to melt butter. I'm in a hurry. I'm a gamer. So I spray
And you know what? This is good. This is good. He wants to get the food out as quick as possible, you know? So you know if he's your chef, the food will be out there and snap of a finger. That's it.
my pans with this.
You hate waiting, right?
Damn. I use the natural shit, the organic canola oil. You can use the other stuff.
Doesn't
really matter.
Holy shit.
But
what are you doing,
right,
Chef Phil?
He's loading.
Get the cap back on, get that shit out of the way. First thing you want to do when you're multitasking, as your pans are heating up, alright, cool. The toaster's plugged in, let's get these bread toasting. Blah,
Get
blah.
these bread.
Let's get that toast.
Bread toast thing.
It's toasting. All right. You gotta wait for it to, you don't want to throw stuff on a cold pan. You want to wait for it to be at least warm, lukewarm. I'm warming it up right now. This is starting to feel pretty good, but honestly, the other day I fried some bacon. I threw it on there too early, and it took a long-ass time to cook. Oh, yeah, when you're frying bacon.
Listen, don't negate points for that. He was training for the competition. Do not even...
Yeah.
He's being humble. He's being humble.
So far, folks, it's been a flawless performance by Chef Phil, I think.
Me too.
Very flawless performance by Chef Phil. Highly technical, highly informative. I think he's an early front runner here, Andy. I think he's an early front runner to win the competition.
And I would say, as the opener, like, this actually puts pressure on everyone else to be better. I'm just saying.
The key, put it on a plate, double coat it with paper towels. As soon as you slam the bacon down on there, when it's done, it's going to have a shitload of grease on it. You want it to absorb the grease. You don't want that grease to be all over the place. The tools,
You don't want to waste that grease. You want it to absorb the grease. You want to eat as much grease as possible.
Okay.
I think, head chef Phil here might be winning this competition with his high grease strategy.
You know, I'm thinking.
It's definitely pleasing me. I
is.
love the grease.
Yeah. Adds flavor.
You need these guys, tongs, to be flipping your bacon. You need to be grab it from the end and flip it over when it's ready. Obviously, you need a spatula to be able to flip your eggs. Duh. Don't be an asshole. Don't try to flip your eggs with a spatula like a spoon.
Yeah, okay.
I've seen people try it with a fork. It doesn't work. You look stupid. All right.
Where are you seeing this?
So it's starting to warm up now. I think we're
No, I'm gonna tell you what happened. He tried it himself and it up. And then he bought a spatula.
put the bacon down. Obviously, depending on what kind of bacon you have, different cooking times apply. This looks like a particularly fatty batch of bacon, which I'm kind of pissed off about because I didn't know that. Oh my god, the bacon's not even coming apart.
So, oh, Chef Phil made a rookie mistake. He didn't inspect his ingredients before he began cooking. Turns out the bacon is just full of fat. It's disgusting. It's not coming apart. It's looking like some marks might be coming off.
Yeah,
Chef
I was going to
Phil's
say
score.
2 points. I would say 2 points off, 2 points. So chat, remember, take this into account, the scores, when you're voting.
That is really fatty bacon. Holy shit.
I would say if you're going to be in a competition, you shouldn't really,
Get on your own food.
Put a spotlight on the nastiness of the food quality.
It's a bold strategy. Instead of just covering it up and hoping the judges don't notice, to just endlessly can't complain about your own cooking as you're doing it. I don't know what the Chef Phil is thinking. He was supposed to be the top chef out of Connecticut.
Wait. He's showing that he's an honest chef. That's what it is. He's not a liar. He will just tell you straight up how it goes.
I'll just tell you, it's shit.
He'll be like, it is shit. All right.
Not too happy about that. Actually, because I just had a batch of center cut bacon.
That piece of bacon is literally all fat, by the way.
It's literally all fat. And the way he's massaging it with his fingers, he's diddling the bacon, man. What is he doing?
Oh, the points keep dropping. No, Phil. And I'll read donos after, guys, but thank you for the donos. We appreciate it. But look at that strip of bacon. It's just white,
It's literally all fat.
It's just white.
Phil invested $2 into his ingredients. He got the cheapest pack of bacon possible.
Oh, the points keep being shaved off.
Center cut almost has no fat on it whatsoever. And this is the complete opposite. This is super fatty bacon right now. Ugh. I'm making 3 sandwiches, which means I probably want 2 to 3 pieces of bacon per sandwich. Being that this bacon is gigantic, I'll probably only try to do 2 pieces of bacon per sandwich, so 6. That's the biggest pan I have, which is why I'm putting the bacon in it.
Again, Chef Phil isn't coming prepared. This is the largest pan he has. It appears to be just regular sized pan. Surprising for a professional chef.
I'm kind of losing faith. I don't know about you, Ashton. I'm losing faith.
I don't know if we can hire this guy. You know?
And chat's gonna be chat's probably losing their mind, right? They're not happy. Are they happy? Are they not happy? In fact, I don't want to spoil myself with the winner, so I guess we'll see.
I'm gonna need the maximum cooking space. Now I'm really pissed because 2 pieces of bacon just stuck together, and that's like the death wish. You can never get 2 pieces of bacon to separate with one hand. Come on, you son of a bitch.
So now he's apparently having like a Spurg temper tantrum in the midst of his performance. The judges will surely take that into account.
God, Phil, we were rooting for you, man.
I'll wiggle the shit out of that. Come on.
Yeah, wiggle it, Phil.
Oh, wait, I almost got it. I got it. Good shit. So it's going to be cooked bacon. It's just not going to be pretty bacon because of what's going on. The bacon is sticking together. Here's one.
You know, a big thing when you create a dish, especially during a competition, is the presentation. Would you agree with me on that?
The presentation is really important because that's the first thing the diner will see at the buffet when they're partaking in your food. So if the presentation is down, I don't really know how we can support Chef Phil for the win here. I don't know.
It's also supposed to put other people in the seats. Someone walks by, you know, they've been gambling for a while. They look over, they see the presentation on the plate, go, oh, I want that. If Phil isn't putting good-looking food on the tables, I don't know if I feel comfortable having him work for us. Just saying.
Here, blah. You put it into position in the pan so that obviously the bacon just barely touches on the edges. Let me move this one a little bit with the tongs so I don't burn my hands off. I have room now for
really technical use of the tongs here by Phil.
Yeah, and also swearing in the kitchen. We're gonna have people, you know, being a bit turned
Chef
off.
Ramsay swears in the kitchen. You know,
Maybe,
it's a mark of a fine chef.
That's true. Maybe he's trying to like emulate Chef Ramsay. Fair enough. Thank you.
That looks terrible. What is wrong with that?
It's a frying pan full of fat. Oh my God. We'll read donos on the midway mark of the video. By the way, folks, people are either cheering him on or very angry in the donations there. So, guys, keep them coming. And remember, root for the winners and boo for the losers. This is fun.
All right. Our bacon is sizzling, which is good.
And by the way, he should have had all the bacon already like separated to put it all at the same time. So one will be a bit more cooked than the other. So you might have a piece that might be not completely finished by the end. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'm judging him too early. We'll see.
So our raw bacon, we'll get the out of the way. How do you store raw bacon? You put it in a freezer bag and you put it back in your goddamn freezer. Don't try to refrigerate it because it will go bad unless you're going to cook it the next day. First batch of bread is good. Pop in the next batch, toast it. Now the toughest part is cracking the egg because I suck.
The toughest part is cracking the egg. That's
not
big
very
yikes.
confidence inspiring for our executive chef.
You know, cracking an egg is cooking 101. But I guess we'll see how this egg cracking turns out here.
Look at cracking eggs, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to put the camera down for a second
Honestly.
and throw the eggs into the frying pan here because I'm going to make a huge mess.
But now, you know, cinematography's gone out the window.
Mm-hmm.
Any sense of actually filming the cooking is completely gone. They're now filming a wall socket. Let's continue.
Okay.
This, I can guarantee that I will make a huge mess with these eggs if I don't do this. By now, this pan is scorching hot. Yep, I have already. Bam. Come on.
Now, I can't see what he's doing, but it doesn't sound great the way he's cracking those eggs. It literally sounds like he's full speed smashing them into the stove. Okay, Phil, let's see.
2 eggs in the pan. 3rd egg is going now. How do you crack an egg? The easiest way to crack an egg, you slam it once against something. I slam it once against my stove. And it works. It's very effective. You slam it once, you slam it.
Slam it against the stove.
It
Very
works.
precise, highly technical technique from Phil.
Wow.
Once again, showing us why he is the Iron Chef of Connecticut.
Wow. You do it gently, but you give it enough force that you know it's going to crack. Here are my eggs. 3 eggs.
I gotta say, bravo on the eggs, dude. Like,
He did it.
wow.
Phil's making it happen with the eggs. They look good, sunny side up, and this is a comeback story for Phil.
Yeah.
He might really impress us here.
Yeah.
Pan. I love runny eggs. I do. I love runny eggs. So when I cook eggs, I usually cook them. I move them out of the way of each other, first of all. I don't want them amalgamating into one big egg. There we go.
Come on,
My
Phil, you
toast
can
just
do it.
popped, which is fine. I'm going to let this fry. This egg got out of hand. There we go. You want to put them about roughly the same size. Alright, my toast popped. Get that toast out of there.
It doesn't look toasted at all. It's like raw. It's raw, Phil. It's raw, you donkey.
Alright, my toast popped.
Fucking donkey, Phil.
It looks like he just put the toast in the toaster. All right. He likes a light little graze of heat on his toast.
Get that toast out of there. Last set of toast is now going in. Bam, bam.
I'll just call that bread.
Toast. I
Can't even operate the fucking toaster.
The toaster's broken.
What sort of fucking ramshackle rundown fucking chef are we having here on the program? This is supposed to be a fucking professional, Andy.
I know. What are
the
we here? Okay, well, I mean, maybe the chat, maybe the judges are liking it. We'll have to see, I guess.
They're saying it's bugged cooking mechanics.
That's
what it must be. It's
It
the
has
fucking
to.
cooking mechanics fault. It's it's not the operator, it's the equipment's fault, as usual with Chef Phil.
Fair. Fair.
He's a infallible is Chef Phil. Let's continue.
Shitty toaster, by the way, so if your toaster actually works, you probably won't have these problems. My fucking toaster just does not.
He's pushing the buttons now. He's just hitting random buttons.
I'm pushing buttons and it's not working. I'm pushing buttons. Chef
wanna
Phil, what the
Using so much force. Wait. He's readjusting the bread like it's a Nintendo cartridge, you know?
offline lag. Offline lag. My toaster's not working. Oh my God.
Jesus Christ.
Oh no.
This guy
Look at like my third sandwich. Oh, there we go. I finally got to stay down.
There
Holy
we
shit.
go.
Alright, so our bacon is looking horrible.
I was getting worried there,
Pretty much
Ashton.
because I had to pull it with one hand. But what are you gonna do? It is what it is. It's frying.
That bacon is all
Cooking.
fat.
There's like a couple of strips of meat on it, but like besides that, dude, that is
All right.
fat.
It looks
All right.
disgusting. It's all good. This bacon's almost ready to flip, but we'll leave it sit there for a second. These eggs we are gonna flip soon. They're almost ready to flip. See, they're solid now. See, this is how you know when to flip your eggs. When they're solid, the yolk is still bright yellow, but they look like there's no more liquid on the top. That's when you flip them. So I'm gonna flip these now.
And Phil's winning me back with this.
Oh,
Oh.
Points deducted. I'm sorry, DSP.
Butterfingers, egg yolk broken.
That was this very sloppy flip.
You could say
Oh,
he's got yolk on his face.
Phil, are you felting another yolk? This yolk looks pretty felted.
It's two.
Let's see what happens.
That's 2 out of 3 failed, but we'll see.
Whoops.
Oh, no.
Oh,
It's connected to the first egg. Oh,
it's a mess.
Phil.
On that one. That
Phil
was a massive failure. Problem is I'm trying to do it with one hand. There we go. That was
There we
flip.
go.
That's how
Wow.
you do it. And you immediately, if you're going to put cheese on your eggs, you got to put it on right away. As soon as you flip an egg, put the cheese on. So I'm getting the cheese ready here. Stuck to my
Bread is
hand, so
not
that doesn't
toast.
help.
No, that's
It's just not.
It's bread.
It's just not.
It's not toast, it's bread.
Throw that cheese right on top. Sorry about the lens cap. Who cares?
Nintendo Power.
Oh, shit. Cheese is stuck.
Oh, Chef Phil, get it
The
together.
cheese right there. All the bread is now done.
I mean,
It's
allegedly.
not done. It's raw. It's f***ing raw, Phil. Oh, God.
Those with one hand. So if I can cook these with one hand, you can f***ing do it like a human with two hands. I'm ripping the cheese with one hand.
Chef Phil has admitted that he's subhuman there.
So there you go, 3 eggs.
We have to actually add a few points there, Ashton. He is doing this all with one hand.
That's true. That is a very impressive culinary talent to be able to cook with one hand.
Yep. So if he breaks a hand, he could still head into work. That's all I'm saying.
Eggs. Basically, 3 eggs over easy. All with the cheese, bacon cooking. Bacon's actually needs to be flipped right the now. This one is all f***ed up right now because I didn't flip it. That's gonna be burnt. Well,
Oh no,
No.
he burnt the bacon.
one-handed gamer cooking. This is what happens. Oh, that bacon's destroyed.
No, Phil.
I can't believe how fatty this bacon is.
No.
It's fat, which is disgusting.
No,
Usually-
it's just going. Ashton, we started off so well. We started so well. He's making fun of his own food.
You want to buy better bacon than this? I had no idea this bacon was this bad. Like I said, the last batch I bought was center cut. I thought this was not this fucking bad. Ugh. All right.
Ugh.
So what we're gonna do?
Shameful, Chef Phil.
Gonna get our toast ready. Over here. We're gonna have to start migrating the.
What is happening here?
Start migrating the
It's an
eggs over to the
abomination,
plate, which
brother.
obviously is
This
not
is
big enough
awful.
to hold 3 sandwiches. So I should have put 2 plates down, but I'm not that smart.
Wait. He's got.
He's just admitted he's not smart enough to put 2 plates down? I thought that this was the
Start
Iron
migrating
Chef of Connecticut. The
eggs
infallible
over to the
Chef
plate,
Phil.
which
Look at this. Wait.
obviously is not big enough to hold 3.
So the pieces on the right have a slight browning on them, and the pieces on the left are completely raw. So half of every sandwich will be raw bread.
I think this
3
guy could
sandwiches.
invest in a better toaster if he wants to be an executive chef.
Yeah, I'm not happy with this.
So I should have put 2 plates
We
down,
might have to veto him out, like,
but I'm not that
I
smart.
mean, the bacon is lagging. Bro.
All right.
true. Oh, it's
Egg number 1.
making a mess.
Bam. Egg number 2. Sounds like Mass Effect just finished. The Mass Effect DLC.
Don't drop it.
Bam. Hopefully those are still running. Egg number 3. They're probably not, which is going to piss me off.
Oh,
Eggs are on the sandwiches that quickly. We're going to get the bacon the out of the way here. Let's see. Look at this burnt-ass bacon. Before you ever take bacon off the plate, you have to shake it. You have to get the excess grease off of it.
True.
You slap it down on the plate. You slam it around a little bit. You flip it. You do the same thing on the paper towel. You slam it around a little bit.
slam it around. Fair.
Advanced technique.
Bam.
And he's really getting the bacon
Well, I sound like an
down
emerald.
here.
I'm an
Chef
asshole.
Andy. I mean, it's
Sorry.
really impressive.
So what did you say?
He's getting the bacon mechanics really down, Chef Andy. I'm really impressed by this. He's really overcoming the rigged bacon mechanics.
I think so too. There is hope.
That's right. You talk with an accent and you say sound effects, and that's how you sell cooking equipment.
Fair.
All right. This piece barely cooked because it must have been on the edge of the pan, so that's going to go right there in the middle. I'm actually going to migrate these over here.
No.
So while those finish up, Do not leave a pan on if there's nothing cooking. I'm turning that off right now. I turned it off. You can leave that pan on the stove, but don't leave pans on cooking. Trust me. I've walked up 2 hours later to see, oh shit, my...
Oh, no.
What are you doing? Chef Phil, why are you telling us this? This is not good, Chef Phil. Maybe he's saying he's learned his lesson. With this sort of safety track record, Chef Phil, it's very like he's going to burn down the whole casino. We're not just going to be felted. We're going to be in cinders for sake if we hire Chef Phil.
God, chat, I really hope you're putting this into consideration that he left a pan on for 2 hours, a dry pan on the stove. God damn, that's dangerous.
Stove is still on. I'm an asshole. I could have burnt the...
I mean, that's a fair, at least, you know, he's still honest.
At least he is taking accountability that he's an asshole. Yeah.
Place down. Alright. The bacon, as you can see, is going apeshit right now. That's because one side was cooked, and the other side was...
technical terminology, the bacon currently, Andy, is apeshit.
Going apeshit. Okay. But he didn't explain why. He knows the reason why.
Cold, because I hadn't had it in an area where it could cook, and also there's a shitload of grease in this pan right now.
Fair.
But maybe you shouldn't have added the Pam to the pan, considering the bacon was already going to be greasy. I don't know.
You put Pam? Yeah, you're right. I didn't even think of that. You put Pam with a greasy bacon.
It's cooked now. It's pretty nasty looking. It's not exactly the prettiest bacon on the planet. It'll do.
Oh, he's
what
losing
were we
me.
thinking?
He's losing
What were we thinking bringing this guy in for an interview?
No.
He seems incompetent. What the
Holy shit.
I thought this guy was supposed to be a master.
I know. He started off so
They call him
too.
the king. Like, this show is called Cooking with the King.
Is it? It is! I thought you were joking. Shit. Holy.
Alright. So we're going to take this guy out. He's done.
And by the way, it's a re-upload, meaning he deleted this video and then re-uploaded it for some bizarre strange... Oh yeah, for the competition, I forgot.
Yeah.
He's a little bit more soft than the other one. And keep in mind, if you weren't cooking with one hand, this bacon would look beautiful. It'd be nice thin strips.
What separated it. It was the frames. The frames were lagging out when he was cooking it.
The iframes, they weren't showing up.
With one hand, it gave me problems, so it looks horrible. Alright. Now.
Wait, he didn't shake off that last one. Just like a streak of grease just went all over his countertop?
No, Phil.
Here's the thing. Your food's done. Your food's cooked. Right? These are the tips no one's going to tell you.
I mean, okay, no one's going to tell you.
Your food's cooked, you turn everything off.
Sure.
Bacon grease. What the do you do with it? Well, there's...
Yeah.
Where's this going?
Several options. You can put it in a jar. You can put it into another container. Whatever you do, if you're going to put it in a jar, it has to be put into a glass jar. Do not put it into plastic or styrofoam. I've seen idiots.
Hang on. Has he seen idiots?
Or has he firsthand put it in styrofoam or plastic?
This guy drank melted plastic. I guarantee you he's cooked with melted plastic before. He's had to.
Put this in the plastic and styrofoam.
Phil Bros, I'm not feeling so good, Phil Bros.
I lost faith. I'm sorry to say there, Ashton.
And it melts right through and you look like a moron. If you put it in a glass jar, you can store it for a while. And use it for other things. The most common thing that people do, I'm going to be honest with you, they either pour it down their kitchen sink, which is a bad move because the kitchen sink clogs all the time. Or the other thing that I see people do, which I'm going to do because unfortunately there's nothing else I could do with this. This is going to go down the pooper.
No, Phil!
So, yeah.
Chef Phil, no!
Phil,
Chef Phil, you can't
this is going to go right down the shitter, which is going to be disgusting, but what can you...
No!
Chef Phil, Chef Phil, I have vicious diarrhea dumps. You cannot clog the Kino Casino toilet like this, Phil.
No.
You do.
How can we
as long
hire
as
the
you
Don't do it, Phil.
Phil.
Don't do it, Phil.
Phil.
Think better of it. This is a job interview, Phil.
Phil, I'm gonna put a
Chill.
P in my H. Please stop.
You're not doing this, you know,
I can't.
10 times
I can't
a day.
watch
It's not
this.
gonna clog up a pipe.
Phil, at least dilute it with dish soap.
No.
At least
Safest
dilute it
thing
with
to do
dish
is
soap,
baking
Phil.
grease.
Anything.
Phil, it's okay if
No.
you just put the dish soap in.
No. No.
Potatoes.
It looks disgusting. Holy. Oh.
Oh yeah, look at that shit in my trash. Oh, that looks
The
delightful, doesn't it?
casino toilet.
Done.
Now, the other thing.
Oh, we have to find a f***ing plumber now? The pipes.
Oh my God, is that next week's show? The f***ing plumber show?
Oh.
A lot of people say, oh, I don't like frying because when I fry, oh, I can't clean the pan. Well, that's because you're an idiot. Whenever you're done with grease like this, you immediately put something in the pan to separate the grease from the pan. So
why didn't you do that before you poured it down the sink? Or the f***ing toilet, for f***'s sake, you... Oh,
I'm mad.
immediately get that.
Now we look
Phil's
stupid.
teaching the landlord who's boss. Phil's teaching the f***ing landlord of the casino, us, who's boss. House doesn't always win, I guess, when you pour f***ing bacon grease down the toilet.
The house lost tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Pan cool down immediately. I'm not gonna say cool down, but I'm putting hot water in it, by the way. Do not ever put like super ice cold water in a really super hot pan. Where I live, the climate is temperate, but if you live in like a
Who's pouring water and it's ice cold coming out of the tap?
cold or hot area, you might break the fucking pan. But anyway,
It is gonna warp.
fill the pan with water, get the soap in there right away.
Fair point.
It separates the grease from the pan, so later on when you go to clean the pan, it's a lot easier. I have a dishwasher, and unfortunately it does not clean these pans very well.
Oh.
From experience, I can tell you that.
Oh, dirty pans, clogging toilets, broken eggs, bad.
The biggest problem with my eggs, I can tell you right now, is because I was cooking with one hand, I wasn't able to multitask, and the cheese has burned on the edges. Now,
Every piece of this has been a failure.
that's not the
Well,
egg.
I don't know.
Cheese-
Relevance in the chat says DSP is a genius. Everything he does is out of brilliance. Don't you dare say he isn't an expert. So Chef Phil has his fans in chat who are defending him to the bitter end.
Okay, well, when the voting happens, we'll have to see. But I'm getting worried here, there, Ashton. You know.
Burned
Oh,
on the
well,
edges.
hopefully
The
our
eggs
other
look
candidates are up to par. Like,
actually fine. So to finish the plate, obviously, this is a hot pan as well. Later on, you can wash this normally. There's no grease in the egg pan usually, especially if you put something down on it. The bacon, as soon as I'm done making the sandwiches, I'm going to put that in this freezer bag, and I'm going to get it into the freezer immediately.
I think this guy's
but-
actually gonna eat this shit.
Huh?
Is this why he has gout?
Yeah.
Is this why?
Oh, he's failed. Dude, he ate raw noodles. On Tuesday, we watched that. He ate raw noodles. He has worms.
To finish the sandwiches, just for, cook's sake, we're going to put 2 pieces of bacon on each sandwich.
Oh, the bacon.
Bacon is nice and crispy. You can cook the bacon however you like. Some people like crispy bacon, some people like rubbery bacon. I guess these days I do prefer
This
crispy
looks like-
bacon. When I was a kid, I liked rubbery bacon, but what I find, a little piece fell off.
Is this just a cope because he burnt
What I
it?
find is the older I got,
He was just talking about how much, I burnt the bacon. It's terrible. It's awful. And now he's like, he's backing up. He's backpedaling. Okay.
the more you cook things, depending on what it is,
God.
I love how he
tastier.
chews with his mouth open.
Bacon can be tastier when it's rubbery, however, being that, oh my,
Piece of bread just fell on the floor. Like, it's over. DSP bros. And then it just slapped on the floor. Just slapped.
it just hit the floor. God damn it.
No!
That's a cooking faux
He's
pas.
gonna have to
You can't have bread on the
the
goddamn floor.
broken
At least I know my floor is
toaster. Is he
clean so I
just
can pick the
gonna eat
bread
it?
up.
I don't know if this floor is clean.
The floor is clean, so don't worry.
He's pouring bacon grease down the
With
toilet.
bacon anyway, raw bacon sometimes does not taste that good. It depends on what kind of bacon you're eating.
Oh, no.
This is hardwood smoked.
There it is, folks.
It's actually pretty tasty. Damn, just that one little piece I grabbed. Once you get bacon, egg, and cheese like this, you want to flatten the sandwich. And that's pretty much it.
Holy shit, dude. I'll read donuts in 1 second. Everyone, thank you for donating.
Within 17 minutes, I made 3 bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches and pretty much have cleaned up most of the mess. The only other thing, obviously, this is disgusting.
17 minutes?
You're going to have excess grease and whatever on that plate. Your stove's going to be a mess. But what can you do? I'm going to throw that in the fridge right now. And then I'm pretty much set. I'm going to devour these sandwiches and jump right into the Mass Effect 2 DLC. So, that was DSP one-handed cooking. Gamer food. This is going to fuel me through the Mass Effect 2 DLC and until I go pick up Spider-Man and start playing it.
Holy.
Probably through that.
Right.
So, you know, this is
all
one of
right, there it is, guys. Back in the dining room here. Let me lower that. Whoops. Sorry. There we go. Yep. Okay, there we go, everyone. In the dining room. We're back here. God damn it.